now.
Welcome, everybody, to the Multiverse Podcast, episode 23. I'm your host, Jimmy or Chaos, alongside Mr. Warren or Cosmic Wonder and Mr. Wes or Wes Nemo.
The
Wes
goat,
Nemo,
man.
the goat.
The goat, man.
Yeah. What is your YouTube superhero name? We just go Nemo, right?
I mean, yeah, it's like
did you
Wes.
try
But
to get away
can
from
we
that?
find him?
So it's both. You know, it's like you call me Wes, I respond. You call me Nemo, I respond.
Did you try to get away from it like I did Chaos X Silencer?
No, I never wanted to get away from it. Okay, the only reason is because like if you type in Nemo in YouTube, you're not gonna find me.
You
Like,
freaking
you're
get
just
Finding
gonna
Dory and Nemo and the fish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, yeah.
Wait, you
Smart.
tried to get away from Chaos X Silencer? And what, you
Oh.
just went to Chaos?
Absolutely. Years ago, dude. Come on, think about it. Chaos X Silencer. That was back in like the early 2010s when you wanted to put X in your name and it was so cool.
Oh. Or like at one point in time I had like an LOL in one of my handles or something like
Oh,
that. You know what I
gosh.
mean? Yeah, how people
Yeah.
would put like who start like it
Or
was
you
like
put
Pokimane
HD
LOL
at the
or
end of your
something.
name or whatever.
Right,
Yeah, that's
right.
either one, yeah.
Yeah. What is up, everybody? Welcome.
Yeah, welcome everybody to episode 23. It's going to be a fun one. It is live with you guys. We can see you in the chat. You get to interact with us as we do this. And if you are watching here, you're obviously watching it live first. It will also be on the channel once it goes or once we're done. And then tomorrow, it will go up on your listening platform, Spotify, Apple, and that's pretty much it. Podbean, whatever. All those little podcast platforms I don't really know, but we go out to them anyway, and maybe some people find us. You can comment on the YouTube channel. You can comment on all of those platforms. We love the feedback. We love talking to you guys. And we've got a good show today. What is up, everybody? Jacob, John, Toasted, Firestar, Justin. We see you guys. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're having a good Saturday. And we appreciate you spending about an hour with us on a Saturday evening. Warren's voice isn't great. My voice isn't great, but Warren's is different. Warren was choking on something for a full day. And
Yes. And
how does that happen? Like,
So
I
I
start
have a
choking
lot
on
of-
something, I freak out immediately.
So I can still breathe. It's really weird. I had
Okay.
surgery when I was a kid. There's scar tissue. So
Mm.
sometimes I'll swallow something and it'll get stuck, but it's in like the food pipe,
Oof.
right? So my
Oh.
air pipe is fine. But it's like if I drink something, it'll sit there for a bit and then it's like, hey,
Mm,
nope.
that's
And I'm like,
terrible.
oh crap. So this was actually like the worst it's ever been. Normally I'm just kind of like, oh, I can just like, "Bleh," and then it goes out, especially if I like gag myself. But I was at it for like a full hour. I could feel it. So I just have to get past this part. So then I'd like, sorry guys, a little graphic, but I throw up a little bit. I'm like, nah, it's still there. So this went on for like an hour till finally I coughed it out and I was like, all right, now I can't talk.
What was it? Was it food?
Yeah, it was food. Yeah, it was a piece of meat.
Have you
Yeah.
guys ever had it like where you take a drink and it goes down that other pipe?
The wrong
Of course.
pipe. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That's what I
How
mean
are we
by
this
like.
old and still
yeah.
can't drink properly? Like,
I know,
It's
right?
brutal. I
Just
figured
randomly
something
happens.
out. I just figured out, and I've been on this earth for a while, that I don't chew my food enough. I have some kind of reflex to where, like when I put a bite, like let's say I'm taking a bite of a burger,
Okay.
I chew it like 3 to 4 times, and then I have this reflex. If I'm not thinking about it, I go to swallow it.
Right.
And then
yeah,
what happens
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
for me is I'm not paying attention, and then I'll get like a huge chunk caught in there. Like I'll start choking, and I'm like, "What are you doing, you idiot? Chew your food." It's wild. It's wild. Anyway, welcome to the Multiverse Food Podcast.
Adulthood.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's start off with the Daredevil Born Again trailer. Thoughts,
Oh,
comments? Where are we at? We excited? we-
Has, and I'm asking chat too, you guys, but the chat as well. Have we watched the Netflix Daredevil series?
Yes.
I mean, I have, but Wes, have you?
yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, that's
Okay,
one of the best
okay.
Marvel IPs there is.
I mean, I almost feel like this could go darker, almost. Like, if not, definitely the
agree.
same. Like, it's supposed to be TV mature, but oh my gosh, what a trailer. I thought it felt just the same. Well, you know what it feels like? And I hate that I'm saying this because it's kind of like overused now, but this feels like peak Marvel. Like I see this and it feels like I'm like, oh crap, Captain America Winter Soldier vibes. Not as far as like, oh, it's gonna be like it, but you know, it's gritty, it's raw, it just looks really freaking good. Justin, yes, you must watch the first 3 seasons because
I was about to
this is
comment
now
on him
canon.
too.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's literally picking up like years later, I think, not right away.
Don't even stop
But
there.
like
Watch that and also go watch
Punisher,
Punisher.
all the Defenders,
Mhm.
all the I actually have enjoyed pretty much all of them. And you know what I've also enjoyed? This is not connected, but Legion from Fox. If you guys
Haven't
ever
watched
watched that,
Mhm.
Legion's really good too. Marvel show.
So Punisher, man, that's like on a John Wick level and even higher.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
every
saying.
episode
Like,
you're watching of that one, you're like, this dude literally cannot get more hurt. He can't get more abused. He can't take more damage, and he does. And he does. It's wild. You guys definitely need to watch the Netflix version of both of those
both,
before
yeah, because
you
both are appearing. Right.
before we
yeah,
get there.
yeah.
Should I watch season? Yeah, absolutely. Love you guys.
Well,
Pod, would love to
season
see some guests. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, well, season 3 is where, well, no, I won't say. I can't say. I don't want to be spoilers.
Don't
There's
spoil
something
it
that
if they're
happens
gonna
in
watch it.
season 3 that you need to see, right? Because it sets up directly what is happening now with Born Again.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited about it as well. And we could very easily blink and, like you said, be back to peak Marvel. Fantastic
for
Four is
sure.
probably going to rock. It kind of hinges on Captain America and Thunderbolts to go. We know Daredevil's going to do what Daredevil does. It's going to be great. People are
It's
going to
gonna
love
be
it.
great. I think
It's already
gonna be great.
established.
Yeah.
There's a lot up in the air for Captain America. And you could say the same about Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is in a better spot right now. I mean, Warren, you've said it. You think of the two.
I think it's gonna be fantastic.
It's
yeah.
going to be a great movie. So,
yeah.
I mean, if those rock out, we could very quickly get back to, okay, we're at the top of the echelon with Marvel, with what content is coming out. So it's good. It's good to be a Marvel fan. We should have a Marvel podcast. One day we will.
I first of all, William Green, yes, Legion is one of the best shows ever. Yeah, I really love Legion. You guys should watch it too. It's just a good show. I do think the Thunderbolts is gonna be better than Captain America: Brave
I
New
do
World,
too.
but I do think way too many people are crapping on Brave New World already. And I think it's important to go into this with an open mind because I think it's going to be a good movie, right? It has the potential to be a great movie. Yes, there's lots of things that you can view as bad things, like it's had so many reshoots. They completely redid the script. They just went back and did more reshoots. I think that's a good thing. Make it as good as you can. And if you know what, if you film some of it and you're like, this is crap, we got to redo it. Good. That's a
Right.
great thing. I don't think it's going to be a bad movie. I don't think it's going to be close to a bad movie. I think it's going to be a solid, good movie. I just hope it's, instead of like it being a 6.5 good movie, I hope it's like an 8 or a 7.5, right? And because I do think you are going to get those people that are like, oh, Marvel's dead, right? But it's like, I think the Thunderbolts are good. I think the Thunderbolts is going to be like a 9, maybe a 10.
Thunderbolts has an advantage, though. Thunderbolts has way more casting to pull from. Like we've got Mackie, and then you've got Falcon, and then of course you've got Red Hulk and a couple others.
I mean, Harrison Ford. Yeah,
but the Thunderbolts is stacked with
no,
different personalities.
It is, and it's like, some people are like,
movie. I mean,
well, it is, and some people are like Sam Wilson shouldn't be Captain America. I'm like, guys, he's like, why is this the issue?
Yeah, whatever.
Like,
he is Captain America.
That's right. He's Captain America. Like, let's stop talking about whether he should or shouldn't be. First of all, he should.
He should just have. He should just have the super soldier serum. That's all. That's all.
Right. But the Thunderbolts, like right away, like when I saw the trailer where it was Red Guardian and Bucky just talking to each other, and or the one where Bucky shows up and like defeats the convoy, and Red Guardian's like, it's the Winter Soldier. He's like, gosh, that guy's so cool. Like, I'm just like, dude, the Red Guardian's gonna be hilarious. Bucky's
gonna do his dry humor,
right? Is hilarious, and then
Yana's, she's gonna kill it or whatever her name is.
Who? Yelena? Yelena Belova. That's her MCU name.
Yelena Belova. Yeah.
Florence Pugh. Yeah. Florence Pugh. But Yelena Belova, she's awesome. I think she's generally really liked, right? I think so. But I mean, the whole cast, like even USA, I really like Wyatt Russell as an actor. Like it's
I do
Kurt
too.
Russell's son, if people didn't know that. But he I think he makes a really good U.S. agent or John Walker. And seeing the fight where they're all trying to fight each other in the Thunderbolts, I'm like, that's just really cool. And he has the super soldier serum, or a variant of it, but he's super, right? And that's why, like, Red Guardian's asking Bucky, like, which serum did you get? And he's like, I don't know, the normal one, Hydra. And I've mentioned this before, but Red Guardian got like a knockoff, and that's why he's fat. Because otherwise, like if you have a relatively decent super soldier serum, you burn like 10,000, 20,000 calories a day, right? And that's why Steve Rogers could never get drunk too, right? Because metabolism is like crazy.
Yeah.
So I think it's good. I think there's a lot of elements in that movie are going to be fantastic.
The Temu version of Captain America has a super soldier serum, so the main Captain America should have it too. Toasted Atlas, or no, Dirt Dauber said, do y'all think the X-Men are going to start showing up, more stuff leading up to Doomsday? Absolutely. I think Kevin Feige's addressed that.
He said that. Yeah, he
in interviews that is going to start happening as well. All right. Yeah, Wyatt Russell is one of the best actors received threats from fans. He did great. He did what he was supposed to. He made you not really like him. Like he made you want Captain America back. Is what he did, and that's what he was supposed to do. I mean, to me.
And then and you know what? Because I think fandoms do this a lot. They get mad at characters in fictional things, but that's why we're all here, right?
And then take it out on the human.
I am well, not that, but sometimes. But like when Infinity War came out, I saw a lot of comments in videos of mine that are like, "I'll never forgive Star-Lord," stuff like that. I'm like, I get it because I'm into it as well, right? But I think I'm with John Walker that he had every right to bash that dude's face.
That's pretty wild. And then they showed all the blood on the shield. That was a moment.
I mean, but he killed his guy, man. Right? I mean, they're terrorists, right? Like it's like, to me, I'm like, he should still be Captain America. Like all he did was kill a terrorist. Yeah, people saw it, but anyways.
It's gonna be interesting to see how both of them end up. Let's jump over to DC. Supergirl will appear in Superman. Yes. Makes sense.
W
should be there. Yeah, that's a W, right?
This is kind of seeming like, first of all, yes, it is a W. But do you think it's kind of seeming like I feel like they're jumping right into a world where stuff's already went down, right? Because obviously,
100%.
Green Lantern shows up, and I think they might give us almost everybody who's already confirmed to be doing something in any project, just to establish like it is all connected. But what I love about it is
what he loves about it is that his computer just crashed, or something just crashed.
Oh no, did it really?
Oh no, wait, are you back?
No, he's fighting it. He's fighting it.
He will overcome it.
You got it, Warren. You're still there.
I have no idea.
Yes!
I have no idea what's going on.
Warren took the super soldier serum. He's good.
I have no idea. Am I here?
Yeah, you're here. Yeah.
I got established DC universe, characters already being established, a lived in DC universe. Go ahead.
Nothing happened on my screen, so
you just went.
But anyways,
you went.
Oh. Do you think everybody who has officially signed on to play a character in DC will appear in this movie just to establish, it's all connected?
I don't think everybody, but I think a good
big
portion.
Player. Like, do you think Lobo's going to show up now that we know Supergirl's popping up?
I don't think so.
I think he could be a post-credit scene.
Maybe.
He just like lights up the cigar and he's like,
"Yeah,
main man is here."
Yeah, I don't think they throw him in there. I really don't. I don't think they need to.
They don't need to, but I'm just curious if that maybe is kind of the plan. I do like the idea of what they're doing, showing right away, hey, it's all in one universe, because in the comics, people interact with each other all the time, which is what, like, I just reread Annihilation, and although they're not in it, they consistently talk about the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, we haven't had that connectivity in the MCU for a bit, right? We have a little bit, but not like it used to be. And so I think going in hard with the new DC universe, establishing like, look, they're all here and they're all in very close proximity to each other. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's really cool. I think it's a win.
Spider X says, what are the chances of DC quietly casting Batman already?
Totally possible. Yeah, I mean, it's totally possible. Do you know what
Batman show up?
I don't think so. That's too big.
Do we get a mention? Do we get
probably
a confirmation he's in the world?
Oh yeah,
I mean, we already know he's
totally,
in the
totally
world.
could. I would actually really like. Well, this would have to be like if they wanted to establish that the Justice League knew who he was, Bruce Wayne, because you never know what story they're gonna tell. And James
Yeah.
Gunn has his own mind, right?
I agree.
But I would love to hear just like Green Lantern is like guy is like, where's Bruce? Just something like that, really
I think
quick.
that's how
Yeah.
they'll do
Like
it.
you know what I mean? Like not in this, he's not in this fight, or like off, not off planet, but like
BC said Daily
handling
Planet.
something in
Daily
Gotham,
Planet could mention it.
Right, yeah.
Something Batman, or just have something on the wall, a newspaper clipping. They'll do
Right,
something.
yeah. I hope so.
I think for
Welcome,
DC
Marvelous. We didn't start at 7, but that's okay. We started at 5, actually like 5:09, something like that. It got pushed back like 3 days. I messaged these guys on Thursday. We were going to do it Friday, and I was like, that's Ashley's birthday. I can't be a bad husband. Okay, we'll do it Saturday, Jimmy. I said, all right, let's do 2 o'clock. And then I messaged them Friday night, and I was like, you're going to fire me. I have to coach Grady's game at 2 o'clock on Saturday. I'm an idiot. Okay, we'll do it at
And
5,
they said,
Jimmy.
you're fired.
You fired. You fired. All right, let's jump over to James Cameron. Hate? James Cameron straight up yoinking ideas from Avatar Last Airbender. I have a feeling this is a Wes-driven topic.
It is
Fire
a
and
Wes-driven
Ash
topic.
will have air nomads laugh out loud. Okay, Wes.
Oh.
Well, we're interactive, guys. We have stuff
Look at
going on the
this.
screen right now. Only the people in the that's not true. They will see it after. The listeners, the audio listeners, are not going to be part of this, guys. You're missing out. So. You guys see Discussing Film on Twitter says, new look at the Wind Clan tribe in Avatar Fire and Ash. They are nomadic and travel through the air. Okay, what am I missing here? What's the problem?
Okay, so
That's
Avatar
from
the-
Avatar.
Yes, so there's a little thing called Avatar: The Last Airbender, which came out in
I
like
know that.
2005. Okay,
Just
so
tiny little, just
yeah, just a small little
Me and
thing.
Grady
okay?
watched the latest series. It was all
Series,
right.
yeah. So
thought it
what
was
James
good.
Gunn is doing is literally like the dude is yoinking.
For,
Avatar: The Last
what are you
Airbender.
talking about? For what?
yoinking. I like the word yoinking.
So there's an air nomad tribe in Avatar. They're literally called the air nomads.
The air
Okay.
nomads, yeah.
Yeah. And
I know, but
and
what is James Cameron making? What are you talking about?
James
This is
Cameron
for the
doing
next
same thing-
Avatar movie.
Yeah, Fire and Ash is the next Avatar movie.
Like the Blue
He's-
People Avatar movie that James Cameron, like the
he's
highest
pulling
grossing
from
movie of all
Airbender
time.
assets for
Right.
his Avatar
These are two different
movie.
avatars.
Okay.
Right.
Now I understand
The
why
dude's
you're pissed
yoinking.
off. Okay, I got you. I was like, is James Cameron making a new movie? What are we talking about here? Okay, all right. So the Blue People Avatar is going to have air nomads,
Yes.
and
And
that's
the original
literally
Avatar-
stealing from Fire and Ash.
No.
No,
Blue-
Fire and Ash is the
is-
third Avatar movie title.
Okay, Fire and Ash
It's-
is James Cameron's third movie of the
Yes.
Blue People,
With
and
the Blue
he's
People.
stealing the last Airbenders air nomads. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
We're
Over
here.
there.
We're finally here.
Dang. Yeah, I'm confusing myself, Toasted. I didn't know how you
It's
gave
not
me
a
shout out.
confusing
Cool.
topic.
Oh, poor. Jacob said he hopes Warren is doing well despite his voice.
Thank you.
Incoming
Thank you.
100-year war. We appreciate you guys
Right, BC?
Speaking
chatting
of-
with us
BC's
too,
a ball
as we-
knower.
as we
I'll
go.
do a cough drop here.
Okay, all right, I got you. James Cameron, that's crappy. Don't do that. Come up with your own ideas.
Well, no, it's like
Wes is-
he can have those ideas, but it's like we know what you're doing, dude. Just say that Avatar: The Last
You can
Airbender
always,
inspired you.
yeah, but you could always say I was just inspired.
Well, that's
by The Last
fine
Airbender.
as long
they
as
have
he
the
says
same
it.
name. They have
Yeah,
the same name. They have the
Yeah.
same name.
Which I hate are like I
I hate it. Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not, and I know a lot of people are, and you know us. If y'all have been following the podcast, we don't judge anybody for liking anything, right? Like you like what you like, you
Mhm.
don't like what you like. I don't like the Avatar movies. I don't get it. I don't get the hype. I appreciated the first one for what it was way back when it came out, right? Like it did blow me away visually, but story-wise and everything, like I can't get emotionally connected. I just don't care.
I'm
Like I
different.
was literally
I think it's a decent story.
well, I was literally at the Avatar Way of the Water world premiere, and everyone's like, "This is like one of the biggest premieres of all time." Oh my gosh! Like you get to watch this movie. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Like the premiere was cool,
See, I'm
obviously.
on the other end. I
but-
think they have a good
I met
story.
Henry Cavill at that premiere.
That's cool.
So-
I think Avatar 2 connected directly into the first one, and I
So-
think there was some levity to it. I was committed. There was parts of it I was like, oh, ooh, ah.
Well,
So, Jimmy,
100% it connected. I mean, they're all
Yeah.
connected, right? It's
Well,
one
yeah, I'm
giant
just saying.
story. But what was?
Oh no, what I was saying is like Avatar: The Last Airbender. They have 4 elements, right? Water, earth, fire, and air. And you've got Avatar James Cameron that's doing fire and ash, and then they've got air nomads.
And Way of the Water, and now fire and
Hey,
ash.
come on now, though. There comes a point where Avatar Last Airbender doesn't like, I mean, we could start with the name. Avatar has been around a lot longer than both of the IPs that we're talking about. Fire and rock, ash,
What do
air
you
has
mean?
been.
What do you mean, Avatar?
If we're saying James Cameron like stole the actual name back in the day, like Avatar.
Avatar: The Last Airbender came out in 2005.
When did Avatar come out?
2009,
like 2008.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So people could say, "Oh, James Cameron even stole the name,
Yeah, he did.
and now he's taking the fire and ash attributes." I mean, come on now. There's been Elemental movies and stories,
but not with the same name, bro.
Other. They don't have copyright on the words fire and ash. Come on.
Okay, but there does get to be a point to where you're kind of like, okay, same name, and now it's like, okay, you did water, and now you're doing fire, and now you have like. I don't personally
other elements
care.
are you supposed
The
to
next
use?
movie is going to be Earth. You know it.
Dirt.
Dirt.
When anybody asks me my rank in anything, I'm like, I'm dirt 4.
I'm dirt.
I'm cobblestone 2.
All right. Let's move on. Captain America. We're back to Captain America: Brave New Bold. Really quick. Runtime
Brave
is an
New
hour
Bold.
and 58.
Brave New Bold. You're mixing up Batman with
Bold.
Captain America.
Brave New
the
World.
Bold.
Brave. I think it'd be a good name. Brave the Bold.
Hey, we get Captain versus Batman.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Jimmy probably thinks Captain America will win.
Shut up. Brave New World. Runtime. The crossover we need, yes, SpiderX, of 1 hour and 58 minutes. Are we good with that? Are we happy? What do you think that sweet spot is for a regular Marvel movie?
Yeah,
I think there's a stigma that's kind of like, if it's under 2 hours, it's associated as a bad movie with Marvel,
right?
And I think that's because, like, the Incredible Hulk, that was under 2 hours. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Thor 1, Thor 2, Thor 4, like these are 2, but Doctor Strange, the first one's under 2 hours. It's amazing. I think it's just all about pacing, right? A shorter runtime for this movie, I would like to think that means there aren't many dull moments for it. And if it just gives us a nonstop action, fast-paced movie, then yeah, the runtime's fine. If they can tell all the story they need to.
Yeah, I agree. Now, there is a stigma. You're right. 1 hour, 58 minutes is 2 hours. I mean, to me, that's
that's
2 hours.
That's till the end of the credits, right? And post-credit scenes.
Oh,
right?
okay.
You
So
have to keep that in mind.
That's like 10 minutes worth of credits. Okay. So
Right.
hour and 48 minutes of actual movie time. I think if you got down into like an hour 30, then you definitely are like looking like, what are we doing here? We got stories to tell. We gotta be able to at least tell them. I don't know. We'll see how it ends up. I think that's kind of. I'm not upset. I mean, if you say a Marvel movie, a regular one's like 2 hours, 2 hours 10 minutes, 2 hours 20 minutes,
2:10
I'm
to
good.
yeah to 2.5 hours.
As long
I
as it's
need
good.
Secret Wars and Doomsday to be like 3 hours.
Those are different.
They
Those are
need to at least be 2.5 hours, I think.
Those need to be 3 hours, I think.
Yeah,
personally.
I that's what I am all for. Like, originally Titanic had like a break, right?
Mhm.
Like long movies back in the day used to have breaks where you can use the bathroom and get drinks.
They did.
I'd be all for that. Give us like a part 1 and a part 2 in the same movie.
Absolutely.
2 hours in,
like
take
a
a
10-minute
break,
intermission,
2 hours
go
back
get more
in.
popcorn, take a pee.
Exactly.
load up,
I would
and get
love
ready.
it.
I'd
I
be
would
down for it,
absolutely
too.
love it.
I would be down to it for it too. Where are we at here? Jacob Wells. No, we're not talking about that. Oh, real quick, Jacob. Yes, we're excited for Fantastic Four. I'm telling you right now, I think it could potentially end up being a top 5 Marvel movie in the future.
I think that's gonna be real peak. Like
It's going to be very, very good.
Like top of Everest.
Speaking of that, and some of the CGI that could go into that, I don't know, or if it is going into it already. Marvel Studios working on a new CGI show set in the MCU.
Yeah, I heard that.
What does that mean? Is that like
It's just
what
yeah,
CGI
basically.
is that same as animated or is that different?
The way that they're phrasing it seems to be different than
Is it going to be like the
almost like a
secret
live
level
action
CGI? Like secret level? Like that?
Yeah, I think that's
Like
what they're
where it
going
looks
with.
more realistic, but it's CGI?
as long as it doesn't look like the dwarfs in Snow White trailer, then I think we're all right.
Was anybody else just
I think
a little
what they're going off of is performance capture. Like if it's performance capture CGI, then I think that'll be good.
Yeah,
like
like
Avatar.
mocap stuff.
That's like
Yeah,
Avatar.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all
like
mocap.
well, maybe they're like yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
all mocap. Was anybody a little disappointed with the secret level when we got it, and then you realized they were like 12-minute shows?
Yeah, and then they showed off all these characters that they didn't have
I
all the
didn't
episodes.
see that coming at all. I
Dude.
literally one night Ashley was doing something, and I was like, all right, I'm about to binge watch some of these. I'm excited. I'm looking for the Mega Man one and looking for like the space marine one or whatever it is. And then I get into it, and it's like it starts going. I didn't even watch the runtime. I was like watching it, and then 11 minutes, it's over. And I'm like, what the heck? What did I like cut off? And then I started going through each one, and they're like 9 minutes, 14 minutes, 12 minutes. I was like, what? They tricked us. They tricked us.
Is this what we reacted to that one time?
Yes.
With
Yeah,
Mega
yeah.
Man?
Yes. The Mega Man
Oh,
one.
So they're like 11 minutes long
Yes.
episodes?
Yeah.
They're short stories.
They're just
I
an
hate- I
anthology
kinda hate
series. But
Yeah,
I mean,
that
okay,
wasn't
so
on our topics. I was just thinking about it, and that was a
I
little
like.
deceiving.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it, but I also like look at what Blur has done in the past, like with
Mhm.
MMOs. Like I'm fine with watching like a 10-minute video, like whatever. Am I gonna
Yeah.
enjoy? Is it gonna be something that I like? Am gonna continue to watch like every episode? No, but if it's got a character that I like, yeah, I'll turn it on.
These were hyped up to be. They definitely were not forthcoming with what we were getting. They and I know we ran with it, but they made it look like we were getting series with these.
Yeah, I mean, what they did is there's like, hey, you company, do you want to spend money? Hey,
Yeah.
why don't we make a movie off of an episode of our show off of your character? Give me
Yeah.
money now.
That's what it was.
That's
That's
what
what
it
it
was.
Yeah, and the problem with that is it's like what was the Star Wars ones that they did? They did Visions. I actually really liked
Insane, yeah.
most of season 1. There were a few episodes that I didn't like, but it's like the issue is there's nothing to invest into.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can't get invested, and it's just like I want a world with Mega Man in it, right? And
That was probably
it's
another
kind of
thing
a
I was
bummer.
salty about is they were good, and then you're like, there's nothing else.
Yeah, it's just art. Like you're just
It
watching
was,
art.
it was. It was.
right, that's the problem. Is again, you can't invest in it when you want to.
Yeah.
You want more.
All right. A little verses here. Chat, get involved.
Oh,
Wolverine.
This is the fun part with the chat. I love it.
Versus Lobo. Who wins and why? I mean, you could automatically argue with that you can't kill Wolverine, right?
You can't. Well, you could say the same thing for Lobo.
Can you? Is he the
Well,
same as
you
Deadpool?
definitely-
I don't know if you can't kill him, but he can. He regenerates. But
Yep. Regenerates fully.
What are
Yeah,
his powers,
so-
though? What has he got going for him?
I mean, he's Kryptonian. Like he's the main man. He goes toe to toe with Superman.
Well, then I'm going to lean Lobo.
You should.
I mean, but like,
I mean, couldn't Superman use his heat eyes at whatever it is, heat vision, and just slice off Wolverine's neck, like just decapitate him, and then he's just sitting there.
and then what? Put it in a jar.
Whatever.
Didn't Wolverine,
Yeah,
like-
put it in stasis or something, and where it
How's it-
doesn't grow back.
Well, hasn't Wolverine like revived or like regenerated off of like nothing? Like
I've
this
seen
like
Deadpool
blood?
do it in the movie with his little baby legs
Yeah.
and stuff, but I don't know. I'm gonna lean Lobo. They fight, then they go drinking out. That's another thing.
Yeah.
That it's a hey bub type deal. They both have cigars. They probably wouldn't fight. They'd probably be like, whatever, dude. Let's just chill. We're the duo.
Well, I mean, we just watched Deadpool and Wolverine fight each other multiple
Yeah.
times
Yeah.
for you know what I mean.
Maybe a
It
couple
would kinda
fires and
be-
cigars
it'd be like
together.
that essentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. All right,
Yeah.
one more. Deathstroke versus Deadpool.
That I would really like to see that one.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta lean Deadpool though.
Deadpool.
I mean, Deathstroke
Yeah.
doesn't have regen, right?
he is human.
Oh well,
Not, yeah, I was gonna
he's
say
human.
not to my knowledge.
No,
yeah.
then it's Deadpool 100%. It's not
Well,
even.
that's
a
why.
question.
That's why it's Deadpool, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be a good fight, but at the end of the day, he's going to outlast him.
Captain Deadpool. Nah, just Deadpool.
What about who's the other one? The one that never misses.
Green Arrow and Hawkeye.
No.
Deadshot.
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 Oh, yeah,
Deadshot?
Okay.
He never misses.
He's human.
He's human too.
Yeah.
What do they think? Captain Deadpool?
I mean, Deathstroke, like he does have healing powers, but it's not like it's nothing. Yeah, no,
they'd
it's not
go
like
at each
Deadpool.
other with their katanas, wouldn't they? their
That would be
swords.
sick. Yeah.
I like this one. Doom versus Kang.
Ooh.
Doom is the answer.
Yeah, Doom,
but it
yeah.
would be a good fight.
Well, is it the Council of Kangs? Is it all the Kangs, or is it one Kang? If it is one Kang, which Kang is it?
It doesn't really matter. Kang's just a human. And Dr. Doom's a human, but his sorcery, like,
he's also a direct descendant of Franklin Richards, who technically is the strongest.
No. Well, so here's the deal. There's a retcon at some point, and they make it to where they actually think he's the descendant of Doom.
Oh.
Yeah. Well. So there's two. Because his name is Nathaniel Richards, which is Reed Richards' father's name, Nathaniel Richards.
Yeah.
But there's a retcon. I can't remember if it was retconned to be he was descendant of Reed or if it was retconned to be descendant of Doom. I'm not sure which one came first. But at some point in time, it was believed that he is a descendant of Doom. He actually meets with Doom at some point in time. And that's why Kang gets his like metallic armor. It was inspired by Doom. They believe that they are ancestors at some point in time.
I mean, I always root for Kang. I don't know why.
Like Kang should still be the main villain of the MCU right now. Don't get me wrong. I love Dr. Doom. It's cool Robert Downey Jr.'s coming. Doom should have been the next big bad. They should have stuck with Kang. But we are where we are, right?
Script for Avengers Doomsday is reportedly still being written. Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I think they should just, unless they like get a script and they're like, this is absolutely perfect, keep writing it, keep improving.
I mean, we didn't think they had it. Nobody really thought they had a script when they ushered Downey out on the stage. Did you? Come on now, that wasn't no script. It was.
But they just recently revealed, the Russo brothers, in an interview with Empire, the portal scene from Avengers Endgame was originally like we weren't going to get like on your left and then Cap turns around and the portals open up. They said originally it was written to where Cap is facing forward, all the portals and everybody comes up behind him. Yeah, almost to where like he doesn't even know. I'm like, see, they literally filmed the scene the original way. After they filmed it, the Russo brothers were like, no, it has to be this way. So like, yeah, that's writing until, I mean, that's like the writing's done. We saw something and we're changing it. So always change it. Always keep writing. If it's better, do it.
Better makes sense. Toasted says Russo said they have a story. That's why they came back. Having a story and having a completed story are two different things. Especially, you have to think about this, Toasted. They have to write Doomsday and they have to connect it to everything before it and literally intertwine it with Secret Wars. They have to be predicting and thinking of things. They in all essence have to be pre-writing Secret Wars.
No, of course.
Especially that's a lot.
Especially now with like Fantastic Four and Spider-Man 4, like it all has to connect. It all has
Everything has to connect.
Yep. Now, do you think that Kevin Feige hit up Robert Downey and was like, hey, there's an opportunity, like, or hey, we want you back. How can we make it happen? And then they went to the Russo brothers. Like, what do you think it was?
They had to get Russo brothers approval.
Like, whose idea was it for Downey?
They had to.
According to, I can't remember if it was Variety or Deadline. But, well, one thing we know, because Robert Downey Jr. said it himself, he said he went and he met with Kevin Feige, him and his wife, and, they stayed in constant contact always. And Feige was like, I just can't help but to think, like, what if you would come back? And he was just kind of like, how? And he's like, what if you came back as Doom? And they talked a little bit about it. And then Robert Downey Jr. said, I liked it. And the next thing you know, we're going to meet with Bob Iger. And we're pitching it to Bob Iger. And Bob Iger said he liked it.
Dang.
That's officially confirmed by Robert Downey Jr. himself in an interview. Oh. But then there was another thing that came out. I think it was from Variety. I could be wrong. It's one of those, right? Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline. I can look it up after I talk about it. They say that once they got Downey back, he was like, I'll only do this if the Russo brothers come back.
Well, the Russo brothers had to bless it too, or they wouldn't be doing it, because they've proven if we don't like it or you're not going to give us creative control to do what we want, we're not going to do it.
Right.
So,
yeah.
All right. Who do you think is the most popular Marvel villain?
Most popular Marvel villain.
Doom's pretty popular.
Doom, Magneto, Kingpin's really popular.
Green Goblin's popular.
Green Goblin's popular. I think a lot of the Spider-Man villains would be very popular.
Thanos, good one.
Yeah.
Thanos
Venom.
now, but really not so much before. Venom, would you count Venom as a?
I mean, he's like anti-hero.
I mean,
right?
we could say the same about Iron Man. Iron Man was a B level best comic guy before the MCU.
Right, exactly. But are we talking of all time?
I think we're talking
It's everything.
right now. Yeah, like at
Well,
this
right,
point.
of all
I
time.
mean, even like Loki technically was a villain, but like he's not.
Apocalypse would definitely be up there. We need a Mr. Sinister. Oh,
I don't think he's very.
I think Galactus is up there.
Galactus is definitely
Galactus,
up there.
but I don't think they hold a real.
Yeah,
I don't. I think it's Doom and Magneto, and
Yeah.
to me that would be
They're
the.
definitely up there.
And Green Goblin, I would definitely say is up.
Yeah,
up there
I
as
was
well.
thinking Green as well. Yeah.
All right. Most annoying Marvel Rivals characters. That's really easy. Let me.
Jeff the Land Shark, Iron Fist,
No,
probably
not
Iron
anymore.
Fist,
Yeah,
probably
Iron
Iron
Fist.
Fist.
It's
No
not.
Iron Fist.
It's right now, season 1 after the buffs. Well, if you play like DPS like I
Mr.
do.
Fantastic.
No, actually, he's
Spider-Man.
he's not that great at all anymore. It's freaking Wolverine, dude.
Yeah,
can't
dude.
kill him.
Oh, Wolverine, it can't
You
be.
can't kill him.
Well,
Yeah,
say what?
him jumping down
so-
and like taking your tank and
Yeah, you cannot kill him. You literally. I was playing yesterday. I got to gold, and he dives me. I'm Punisher, right? And I literally tapped him 3 times in the head with my shotgun, and he's within 5 or 6 feet. So he has something where he goes down to 1 health and he regens,
and he
he's
gets
got
a
this
shield or
freaking
something.
yeah red shield or what? Dude, I literally, when it was all said and done, he was 100 health and I was dead. I was infuriated. Same with Black Panther. Black Panther is another dive character that just my god.
Mine is like Psylocke, bro. Getting flanked by Psylocke
good.
is the worst.
See, what's interesting is because I play support most of the time or tank, and so for me, when I play support, I play Sue, so I can push them away and then go invisible. They're not really that big of problems for me anymore. It was so funny. Like I was playing again. This Wolverine trapped me in like a hall. I jump up, go invisible, and I stood on top of the door frame, and he's just swinging around trying to hit me because it was a closed area. I couldn't get out without going past him, and I'm sitting on top, and he just left eventually. It was like hilarious because he couldn't find me. I'm invisible. But now, like when an Iron Fist jumps on me, use my E, push them away, double jump, go invisible. I'm good.
Iron Fist
Jeff
and
is
Spider-Man. I mean, they can't take the
Iron
Punisher
Fist has
shotgun.
always been the most annoying.
He was in the
stupid-
beginning for me, but not
just
anymore. Wolverine, you
crazy
can't
annoying.
do damage on, and whoever's using him is just spamming the buttons. They're just shot, going at you. That's him and Winter Soldier. Again. And then when freaking Rocket says, enjoy the amplifier, you're dead. You're dead. I don't care who you are. If Winter Soldier's in his ult and Rocket just dropped his amplifier, you're dead.
Yeah.
But then
What
again,
the
if I have a
Barton?
Rocket with me and I'm Punisher and he drops his amplifier, I mean, it's like a free ult too. So there we go.
Yeah, I mean Jeff's can be really annoying though because
He
like
can be
their heals
annoying.
they dish out between their auto hydro thing and
Yeah.
the ease and everything and then going underground. Like when I'm Groot and I have a Jeff on my team, which my friend plays, it's like, dude, you can't kill me. Like really, if there's 2 healers and I'm Groot, it's hard to kill, or like a Venom because Venom has that shield too. You know, it's like really hard. But just Jeff's ult is just so annoying.
I mean, if you can't
Dumb.
counter it, little pro tip, if your Punisher, just drop into your turret and
Well, I used to
get
main
ulted.
Cloak and Dagger, and when Jeff would ult, I'd turn into Cloak real quick and make everybody invulnerable. But
Yeah.
I play Sue now.
All right.
No worries,
hit or-
Barton. Welcome everybody. Noah, welcome.
What's up, guys? Hit or miss time.
It is hit or miss time, everybody. Let's get it. Okay. Starting off, we have put your hit or misses as well in the chat, guys. So get ready.
Yeah, this is all very interactive. We want to hear from everybody.
Super interactive.
Just say hit
Interactivity.
or miss.
Okay. Hit or miss. Nintendo Switch 2.
I mean, I saw it, but I haven't. Like, it's
Finally
not out
got
yet. I haven't
revealed.
played
Let's
it.
go.
It's literally the Switch, but bigger with a couple
Dude.
lines through it and a couple like.
Oh my gosh. I knew you were going to be a
aesthetics.
hater.
Come
I
on,
mean, it's
dude.
hit. It's got to
More
be a hit, though,
powerful.
right?
Hey,
I
we're
mean,
gonna
yeah.
make it and call it the 2. We're gonna make the screen bigger and the Joy-Cons bigger. We're gonna put some fancy aesthetics on it with some little rubberized lines on it. Woo!
It's like
Nintendo
you can
Switch
do-
2 for the next 8 years.
It's like a mouse as well. Like,
Whatever, dude. Hey,
optical
you know
drives?
what? you know what? It's a miss. They didn't
I think
innovate.
it's a hit.
They didn't innovate.
Okay, the graphics are better.
Yeah, I was gonna say
They
it's
have
better.
to be better, Wes. What are they better than? 720p? Come on.
Why does it have to change shape though?
If it works,
It
it
doesn't
works.
have to change. Right, it works. Granted,
Enjoy it,
Nintendo
boys.
is known
Enjoy
for
it.
changing
Enjoy
their
it.
controllers
Enjoy
very
it.
much.
Enjoy it, sheep. Enjoy it. Nintendo said fully
I
focused
don't
on
play
hardware
normal Switch. What are you talking about, sheep? I don't care.
John,
I'm
I'm not
sheep.
gonna. I'm probably not gonna buy
Bah.
the Switch 2. I don't care.
Yeah, Wes is the biggest Switch sheep. All right, what's
Yeah.
next?
Okay, next up, guys. Hit or miss. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Expectations.
I never
What are we
never
thinking?
played it.
Expectations
Oh,
are
it's a new one? Yeah.
low to medium. I just don't really have high expectations for like Ubisoft games at the moment. I'm hoping it's good. I hope it's a rich open world. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is my favorite of all time. It obviously had its issues, but it was rich and like connected to the history, and it was a huge world, and there was a lot you could do, and that's what I'm looking for in feudal Japan. I
Heck
want to
yeah.
explore.
I played it, and I'm allowed to say it. So,
Do it. What's the deal?
So hit or miss. Wes.
Talk to us.
all I can say is I played it. Next
What
up,
the hell, man? I
Um,
played it, and I can say it, and I can't say anything about it.
thumbs up. Okay, next up, hit or
All right.
miss.
Look how quick he skirts to the next one.
Hit or miss, guys. Daredevil Born Again expectations.
Yeah, I mean, we're all on the same page.
Yeah,
This
it's a freebie. I know. Okay.
Freebie breeze through it. It's
Muse,
gonna be a hit.
Muse, Point Dexter.
It's not
Frank
it's
Castle,
not
Punisher.
expectation. It's going to be a hit.
It's gonna be a hit. Like
It's gonna be a hit. Hit.
You guys aren't like a
Toast
little
would
bit.
say.
Do you think that it will live up to the Netflix series?
Yes, I
Yes.
think it'll. I think
Yes,
it'll.
I do.
Do you think
I
it'll
think
surpass it?
Yeah.
I think it does have the potential to surpass it. Yes, I do.
I agree.
Dude, those first 2 seasons, dog.
Like
I
Owen
know,
said, if
but
it's even
it-
a little tad darker than those, we're there.
And I even heard we're gonna get another hallway fight scene shot the same
Oh,
way.
dude, yeah. I mean, from the trailer, it looked like they kind of
Yeah.
showed a bit of it, which that's good.
And you
Charlie Cox
and you
is him.
think, right? And all in one season, Charlie Cox, Kingpin's becoming mayor. There's gonna be shady stuff happening. But you got Point Dexter, Bullseye. Muse. It looks like there's gonna be some pretty big deaths close to Matt. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. I haven't heard official leaks or anything about it. I actually don't know.
If they kill Deborah,
it
or
looks
Foggy,
like
I'm
it.
gonna be mad.
I think they might kill both Karen and
Oh,
Hockey.
wow.
I don't
That's-
know, right? I swear this isn't me. Like I know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I really don't know. But it feels like it.
It's gonna be good.
I'll say. I said
well,
Deborah.
especially in the
Dumb.
trailer when they say like a line was crossed. I'm like, was the line crossed because they killed your friends, or was it crossed because they killed your friends and then you went and killed people after that? To me, I'm like one of those two has to be like the line, right?
It could have been
Yeah.
a line was crossed. He went to the coffee shop and they gave him a cafe latte instead of an Americano. We don't
No.
know what his temper
I don't
was like.
think that's what it is,
Oh, okay.
Jimmy. But
Do you think
never know.
the Daredevil will be a vehicle for the MC, like the greater MCU, or do you think it's just
the more grounded part
you
of
think
it?
it's for the grounded stuff?
I think
do you
it's
it'll be
gonna
for
have-
Spider-Man stuff, or
yeah, I think it connects things, but I think really they're gonna focus just on its own thing and
Yeah.
just throw in some Easter eggs and maybe some name mentions here and there.
bring in a
Which,
good
all,
piece
in
of
all
content.
honesty, that's all we want. That's all we
Mhm.
want.
Good content.
We don't necessarily have to see everybody. We just want it to feel like they're down the street or something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep.
We don't necessarily have
Agreed.
to see them.
Okay, next up, Shang-Chi movie.
Oh
It
my
was great.
god.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, it took me about
Fight
like
scenes.
I think it
Marvel.
was like a year after it came out to watch it.
Dang.
I don't know why I
My
slept
name-
on it.
My name is in the trailer for Shang-Chi.
Yep.
They quoted
remember
me.
that.
Yeah, I have it framed on
Have you?
my wall right here.
Yeah. Fight scenes were really good in that movie.
So
just like
that's
the
what
Ouroboros.
makes me really excited
Ouroboros.
about wait, what did you just say?
The Ouroboros, like the dragons.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the character from Loki. I was like, are you
Oh,
mixing
no,
up
no.
Loki and
No, no.
Shang-Chi?
Yeah,
I was like,
no,
back it
no.
up a little bit. That's why I
Yeah.
was so confused. For
Yeah,
a
no,
second.
like the dragons. Like it
I
reminds
see
me of
what
Breath of the
you-
Wild
yeah.
or Tears of the Kingdom. Like I actually played it
Oh, yeah.
after. Like so, I played
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom and then I watched Shang-Chi and I'm like, holy crap, this is
Dude, Tears of
amazing.
the
Why did I
Kingdom
wait?
is so good. But
Yeah,
anyways,
amazing.
Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed that, now directing Spider-Man. Can you imagine the action scenes that we're gonna get with Spider-Man?
Dude,
Gosh, it's gonna be awesome.
W.
Marvel Peak coming back.
For real.
I'm
I feel like
excited,
we
dude.
really are about to enter a crazy epic time for the MCU.
I agree.
Competition breeds success.
It does.
W. Okay, next up, guys. Hit or miss, and I just recently watched all of them. And I've got statements. Transformers: Age of Extinction.
It was long and drawn out, and
I don't remember it.
Long. It was so long.
So I'm gonna have to
bro.
say miss. I literally don't remember it.
Yeah, by the time we got, hey, is my red popping a little more? No, maybe. No, it's still not deep red.
Can I get a marker to?
It's just my problem is I want to like them, I want to enjoy them, and I fight to enjoy them, and then you're like 3 hours in, and you're like, okay.
Well, see, right. And the thing is with me, anytime I don't remember a movie, it's got to be a miss. I remember anything I enjoyed. Like, well, I was going to say Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. That's not a good example because that movie's amazing. But like Venom, all the Venom movies, there's nothing fantastical about them, right? They're not like the greatest movies ever, but they're fun and I enjoy them and I remember them. I know I've seen Age of Extinction. I don't remember a thing about it. I think I remember
the TJ Miller scene where he got zapped.
Yeah, early on, gone.
Early on, within like 10 minutes.
Wait, is this the one with Mark Wahlberg? See, I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it.
Do you know how
and
long
it's
that
with
movie was?
It's with the guy that drives the car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I barely remember it, so it's got to be a miss for me.
Well, no, wait. Yeah. I can't remember. I don't know. But do you know how long that was? The movie?
Had to be
3
over 3
hours.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
It felt like
Yeah.
4.
I'm telling you, I struggled to get through that movie
Yeah,
recently.
it felt like 4 to me.
It's really hard when you have such amazing first few movies with Shia and Megan, and then the other actress, I can't remember her name, Rosie or something. Like, because even 3 was good to me. When you come out and you lose your main people, it's so hard to continue. Really is.
They're continuing.
Yep, there's one coming out in 2026, I think.
I mean, how many Fast and the Furious movies are there?
Yeah.
Granted, they've kept kind of everybody, but yeah.
Okay,
Money.
next up, hit or miss. Apple TV Plus as a streaming service.
I've never had
I
Apple
don't know
TV.
because I don't watch it, but
I've
Wes said
never
there's
had
some good
Apple
stuff
TV.
on it.
Is
Well, you watched
Succession
Silo,
on that?
remember?
Oh,
no,
I didn't
that's
watch
HBO.
Silo. Silo was good. Silo was good.
That's HBO.
Doesn't
so they have
Apple has
Silo,
Ted Lasso, right?
Ted Lasso,
Oh yeah,
Severance.
yeah. Severance. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a hit just for those two, Ted Lasso and Severance.
Yeah, that's all I've really watched. I need to get on there and see what's going on. Real quick, guys, shout out random. If you have not watched Landman on HBO, go watch it. It is
No idea what that is.
It's Billy Bob Thornton, and he is an oil manager of like $1 billion oil company in Texas. It's raw. It's good. It's really good. And you're hooked. You're hooked 30 seconds into the first episode.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, Landman.
I
Anyway,
like.
This isn't sponsored, but all right.
Okay. Next up, hit or miss.
Wish it was. Sorry.
The Sam Raimi or just the original Spider-Man trilogy.
Oh.
I mean, it's classic. You can't say a miss on that, right?
No, I don't care.
Cheesy, great.
I
awesome.
also don't care what people think. Right? It's my own opinion, and it's just an absolute hit for me. Just like, I mean,
everybody in the chat.
Toby's my Spider-Man. Yeah.
Landman is Paramount. Sorry, guys, not HBO.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like,
thank you,
HBO.
Noah. Thank you for the fact check, buddy.
You're canceled.
Yeah.
Okay, next up,
It's not the first time.
hit or miss. Audiobooks.
Oh, I think they're a big hit.
It's a miss for me only because I've missed it. I haven't ever like utilized them, but Ashley like swears by audiobooks. It's a miss for me because I've never used them, so I don't really I can't like say it's a hit.
Well, get
because I
Audible
don't-
and start listening to them.
Audible,
They're
yeah, I have
amazing.
an Audible
Yes, sir.
monthly membership, and
Yeah, Ashley
it's
definitely does.
amazing.
I'm telling you, like I've been listening to Brandon Sanderson, Stormlight Archives, The Way of Kings, the first one, and it's like a graphic audio thing, and it's literally like an actual movie, like in your ears. It's insane.
That's cool.
Yeah, fully like casted everything. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Right.
I like the ones that really put on like they're reading it like actual characters. You know, like they're acting reading. It's really cool.
Yeah, like the dramatized ones. Okay. Next up, hit or miss. The TikTok ban.
I mean, so
Warren's
I'm
out here
gonna tell you
giggling.
guys
He's
what
like,
I think is about to go down here.
I'm
This was at-
taking
this was
Jimmy's consideration and which I know he's about to talk about. I'm taking that into consideration, but continue, Jimmy.
So I think 3 hours ago, NBC posted something. The lady, I don't remember her name, she talked to Trump. I'm going to give you a prediction of how this is going to go down. Biden left the door open, said he'll leave it to the Trump administration to do what they want to do. He didn't definitively give Apple and all of the different platforms enough for them to say, okay, we're going to trust in you and we're not going to do anything tomorrow night or whatever, because we don't want to get fined $5,000 a person for 170 million people. But the lady talked to Trump. Trump said it's looking like he's going to intervene and step in and give them a 90-day window to get a seller, which is in the law. It's written in the law. They can do that. What people are worried about is what's going to happen tomorrow night. Does it go dark or not? And if Trump gives the platforms, the companies that would get in trouble if they kept updating it, if he gives them enough for them to feel comfortable, it's not going to go dark. And then when he comes in Monday, he'll extend it 90 days and we'll go on. If he doesn't give them enough, I think it only goes dark for a matter of 12 hours, 24 hours, and then it comes back. I'm telling you right now, my prediction is come Monday or Tuesday, you will be scrolling TikTok and TikTok will be business as normal under a 90-day new window of extension trying to find a buyer. That's what I think is going to happen. And
I
TikTok
don't like
ban hit or miss.
TikTok.
Yeah, I know. Look,
We're posting
here's
that
the
on
deal.
TikTok, guys.
Oh yeah, China's spying. Whatever. Have you seen all the people going to Red Note, the Chinese TikTok? It's
Hell
crazy.
yeah, I went there, bro.
So anyway,
Yeah,
here's the deal.
and all
Here's
the
deal.
Chinese
Here's the
people
deal.
are saying, "Don't come on here."
So TikTok is actually owned by 60% international investors. And then, yes, or ByteDance, sorry, ByteDance. There's a lot more to it than what they put out there. Oh, China owns the app. China's spying on us. Guys, literally every app we use is spying on us. They are. We have no clue who's
Shout out to
running
Mark.
what scenes behind.
Woo woo.
Anyway,
But there's
that's
a
what I think's going
difference
down.
there. I do think, and I don't.
You can't
I am a
ban something off
conspiracy
hypotheticals,
theorist.
and that's what's happening here. Hypothetically, this could happen. Hypothetically, they could use this. We could run the country and live our life on hypotheticals.
Well, no, that's not what it's about. It's about you can go in and you can look at code and data and you can see what they actually are collecting. And if it's collecting more than your normal stuff, that's like, oh, they're collecting data for personalized ads, right? Like generally people are okay with that. The issue is, you're right, all phones listen to us, because this is the story I always tell. That's like, when like I knew phones listen to us, but one time and I think I might have told the story on the podcast before, so I'll make it quick, but I was at the gym, and on the gym TVs was Ridiculousness, or Ridiculous, whatever it's called, with like Rob and Big with Rob, right? And I hadn't seen it in like 10 years. I did not say anything, and you cannot hear the TV, right? Because I'm in the gym listening to my headphones. It's just on the TV that they have in the gym. I go to dinner that night, my phone's in my pocket. I mentioned to my friends, hey, do you know what I saw tonight? Or at the gym today? I saw Ridiculousness. I didn't know that show still is there. Blah, 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 blah. Talked about it for like maybe a minute, 30 seconds. I went to use the bathroom during dinner. I pulled out my phone. The first ad I got was for Ridiculousness.
Bro, that is normal.
Never got, well, right. But it's very real is my point.
Yeah.
But
the ban
it
Facebook.
comes down to what else are they collecting? Because we know they're doing stuff like this, but I've heard of people's bank accounts getting hacked into. And the only thing they could kind of think of to trace it back to is TikTok, right? So that's where it comes in. You have to really dig and find out what they really are collecting.
I guarantee you that if you go into the terms of service of any of the major apps or anything out there that you let take control, I guarantee you there are as or more egregious collecting going on than just TikTok. The point is, if you don't like it, then you ban them all. You can't focus on this hypothetical, oh yeah, all of our stuff's going out to this hypothetical that could happen with China or whatever. Yeah, if it's a security threat, then figure out how to make it better or whatever you want to do. I mean, but it's just, dude.
I personally don't care. I think they should get rid of it, because I think it created a lot of people who, I mean, it's hard to say, right? I don't want anyone's livelihood destroyed.
I could get off here and go give you a list of, if I could find it, give you a list of 5,000 small family business owned true good stories of entrepreneurship that literally aren't going to have a job Monday, and you'd look at it different.
Why
You're talking
can't
about
you?
creator
Why
influencers.
can't you? Why can't you do that on Instagram? Because they have their own shops now. I've
Because
seen
it just doesn't. The algorithm doesn't work. I mean, everybody has said it's not the same. A lot of them have tried.
And don't get me wrong. I don't want anyone's livelihood destroyed, right? Like obviously not. So that's why it's like, would you ban TikTok? Would I do it? Probably not. I wouldn't destroy those people. I don't like the creators on TikTok, and I actually hate the shops on TikTok, to be perfectly honest. Because every time I go on there, every time I scroll through 2 different things, and it's a freaking product placement, sponsor, something like that. Check in the shop, do this, blah 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 blah, and the algorithm pushes it to you, and it's annoying as hell, which is why I don't use TikTok. That, and I don't like most of the creators on there. I don't like 90% of the creators. So I don't care. Ban it. What do I care? I don't really use it. I don't use it as a creator or to view it. I don't buy things off of it, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want people to lose their livelihoods, obviously, right? Like I'm not a cynical, evil person.
A lot of them will.
Well, I do also know, and it's not entirely in your control, but this has been going on for a while. They should have been trying to move on other platforms as well to make to survive.
To try, you're right.
Yeah.
To a degree, but
Don't
to move over to other platforms and capture lightning in a ball, that doesn't work like that.
Well, I get that, but I've also had, and I don't have a shop, so I don't know at that point. I have so many more views on Instagram than I do on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because you know how the people used to say like, oh, you can go it's the chance of you going viral on TikTok are so much better than Instagram. I don't think that's the case anymore. Same thing with YouTube Shorts. Like I don't think it's the case anymore. I think it just depends on the content and the engagement, you know.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even care about like the data aspect. Like obviously I'm empathetic with the people that are gonna, lose their shop access and their livelihood and whatnot. That sucks, obviously. My thing is like the short form content has literally brain rotted people in their attention spans. Get rid of it. Let's get back to long form content and call it good. This 15-second attention spans. Exactly. Like honestly, if you're a small business, you don't have a YouTube, then you started off wrong.
But here's the end all say all is you have the right to want that long form content, and you have the right to want to go digest it on YouTube, don't you? And you have the right to make videos on YouTube and express how you want to, don't you?
There's a shop on YouTube Shorts, and there's short form content on YouTube as well. It's about
the enemy you know
versus the enemy you don't know.
Most of my stuff comes from just I really don't like a lot of the creators out there, right? But and again, I hate scrolling through TikTok. It's like this is a product, this is a product, this is a product. Like nothing I follow, nothing I'm interested in.
Apparently, you can disable that option. I didn't even know
you can. You can.
Oh, okay.
Toasted says every time I scroll through Shorts, I see Shorts live, and it's just The Rock yelling at minions. So I mean,
yeah, dude,
you got brain rot everywhere.
All right, let's move on. The algorithms are real, and Toasted. Yeah, I like Chris from 3C Films. Like I said, I don't like 90% of the creators. Chris would fall in the 10% that I do like.
Like the Multiverse podcast. Let's go.
Boom.
Random
topics. Switch 2 finally got revealed. Mario Kart 9 launch title, 24-player lobbies. We actually got a sneak peek of it. It was on the monitor on the trailer. I go back to it's another Mario Kart. It's gonna look a little better.
Dude, no. Okay, listen.
It's gonna run a little higher FPS on a bigger screen with some bigger Joy-Cons.
Stop. You know the last time we had a
still Mario and a go-kart, right?
No. Listen, the last time we had a main title for Mario Kart was 10 years ago.
I know. Was it really that long ago? Wow.
10 years ago. We didn't have a single.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
We had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but Mario Kart 8 released on a previous platform. This is a Mario Kart game with 24 freaking players.
That's a lot of blue.
I mean, I'm gonna play it because I think it's fun, which maybe means I might have to get a Switch too. But you know what? Actually, you know what I really loved?
Price tag $5.99.
No, $4.49.
This was This had to be 1990.
You talking about Double Dash?
4 or 5 Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, Diddy Kong Racing, my dude.
That game.
Yes.
Hey, segue.
That game was amazing.
Segue. Donkey Kong redesign based on movie.
Oh snap!
Put it up on the screen.
For this.
Put it up on the screen.
Boom. Boom.
It took me a while to process what I was looking
8.5 million views. Well, look at him.
So
he's
that's
so
the old
aggressive.
one, right? That's the old one, right? And that's the new one.
Yep. So there's rumors that this could be Donkey Kong Jr., but let's be honest. I think they're just switching it. Like this, like right here, this person.
It looks like the Teemo version.
Oh, so what
Movie
you're
is-
going for is you're saying they're about to connect
The
the
movies,
movie
yes.
franchise.
That would actually
with-
be really cool.
Heck
Actually,
yeah,
I
it
would
would
actually
be.
really enjoy that. That would be.
Remember we
dope.
talked about that in the past with Spider-Man. Oh well, they did
Yeah.
connect it. They
No,
freaking they put
in
Marvel's Spider-Man.
Yeah, the advanced suit too in Marvel Rivals.
No,
Well,
no,
also
no, they put him in freaking across the
in-
Spider-Verse.
across the
Spider-Verse,
Spider-Verse.
yeah.
But also in the Spider-Man Armageddon or Spider-Geddon comic,
Mhm.
PS4 Spider-Man is in the Marvel comic. Like
Yeah.
literally,
Mhm.
it's a
Yeah.
multiverse story. So they've
When are
done
they
it.
gonna connect him? Like really connect him? Like
I don't think
Like,
that
not just
like I don't think
thoughts.
Nintendo's gonna like fully connect like Mario Kart with the movie franchise. They're not doing that. I think they're just taking the inspiration. Maybe this will affect future Donkey Kong games. Who knows? This could be Donkey Kong Jr. It's very possible. We don't know.
Man, I'm on the edge of my
It
seat.
looks
I-
just like him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait to find out.
From-
I mean,
I'm
Jimmy's a
gonna be
hater,
Mario
but
Bros.
let's be honest,
I'm
guys.
gonna be.
For those of you that are not
I'm gonna be
haters, okay?
camping out to find out if that is truth.
Listen, the Nintendo Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch 1 is gonna surpass the PlayStation 2 in console sales.
Mhm.
The Switch 2 is a generational console.
Hmm.
Imagine the third-party support we'll be able to get with that console now that it can play games that
I
are
mean,
in
it's
720p.
game breaking. I think it's going to be 1080p. That's
No,
great.
it's gonna be
That's
4K. If
That's
you
awesome.
look at the SoC, 4K.
Yeah, maybe some add-ons.
It's
Rumored
gonna be
Bat-
8K with 120
rumored-
frames
no,
per
native
second.
4K. Rumored Batman Arkham Revival game from Rocksteady. Batman didn't die in Suicide Squad game when it was a clone. What the hell are they talking about? Is it in the
Dude,
game that it was a
so,
clone? Because why do we
yes.
just now know about that?
Okay,
There's no way.
Suicide Squad just ended for like officially. Like there was the last
Yeah.
content update.
Yeah.
There was a post-credit scene where Harley was talking and it's like, oh, they're clones. And it was like all of the Justice League that we killed and stuff, except for Wonder Woman, who actually like died in the Arkhamverse.
Okay.
The only person to actually die.
Weird.
Apparently, the Batman person that we killed, which Kevin
Why would
Conroy's
nobody
Batman,
have picked up on that on day one?
because I don't think they were going for that. I think this what
No,
this
I don't
is
think
them
so either.
retconning.
Oh, they're
like-
saving face.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
I think so too. I totally think
Alright.
the same.
Well, another Batman Arkham game is what we need from Rocksteady.
Definitely.
So if they
Or a
want to
Superman
lie
game.
about the ending of Suicide Squad to get us there, whatever.
Or
Do
just
what you gotta
avoid
do.
like they're retconning to just avoid the topic entirely. Like
You just to
They're gonna pretend
retcon
to
it. You
do-
literally just say, guess what? Suicide Squad story doesn't count. It was a
I mean,
terrible game, and we're not going
You
to
can,
canon it.
yeah.
yeah, I mean that's
Can't-
I
I'm
already
I'm always
agreed
for
with
that. Acolyte it. Willow
Yeah,
it.
just hit it with the acolyte button, and we'll move on.
Just
So we're
remove it
podcast
from
right here.
canon. Remove it
That's
from
what we're going to
history.
start saying from now. Whenever we want something
Acolyte
out, Wes,
it.
acolyte it.
Yeah.
Get it
We've
out.
turned
What's
it
funny
into
is,
a
like,
verb. Let's do it.
Everyone is
Hilarious.
like, they're all clones, but like it's funny because like Wonder Woman is the only person that died.
That's kind of
I,
BS
like-
right there. Why did
That's
Wonder
crazy.
Woman end up being the only one? But we do
Wonder
need a
Woman got
Batman
caught,
Arkham
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Sony canceled
how
two
long
live
I've been
service
waiting for
games. One from the Ben Studio, one from the Blue Point Games, who is apparently making a live service God of War title.
It was. yeah.
We don't need a live service God of War title. We
The
don't.
only okay, so I agree, 1000%.
Okay.
We don't need it like live service. Sony, fix your stuff. The only way that I would be okay with a live service God of War is if it was like a roguelite, like it was like
Yeah.
a roguelite it gets updated. That's the only
Right.
case.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Ben
just-
Studio
just-
does Days Gone. They canceled Days Gone 2 and they put them on a live service game and canceled that too.
Stick with what works with God of War. Don't mess it up.
Agreed.
Mystery skin coming to Marvel Rivals to celebrate Captain America: Brave New World release. Marvel Rivals is literally going to live in content with the MCU moving
yeah.
forward, and it makes me wonder.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I
That's
mean-
cool and all. How many skins? Let's say they hold Doom until Doomsday, and then they drop Doom the character and Doom MCU skins in Marvel Rivals. How many will sell?
All of them.
Yeah, I mean, what they
All
need
of
to do
the digital. They're going to run out of digital.
All
what
of
they,
them.
what they do is they do a Doom skin, right? But then they do one that's on the shop that has like Robert Downey's face.
Right,
Oh my
exactly.
That's how
that
you
would
make
go
the
like
money,
bro.
fire.
Exactly.
You know
Well,
who they
because
need
we
to
already
bring to
have
Marvel
that.
Rivals? They need to bring Kang the Conqueror. Dude, can you imagine?
Ah, I wish.
Oh yeah.
They will. Oh, they will. I mean, trust me, dude. They're going to be cooking.
This
for
game's
a
not
decade.
going away. They're going to
No.
introduce everybody.
It is not going away. All right, it's time for One Must Go. We've only got a
Heck
few.
yeah. One must go time, guys. Here we go. You have to get rid of one. That's the rules, right?
Yeah, chat.
Okay,
You got to
here we
do
go.
this too. You got to
Okay.
suffer.
Are you gonna
with
give
us?
Are you giving us? He's gonna give us
do,
like.
He's gonna do some stupid crap. Is what he's gonna do.
It's like you. There's only 2 options. I hate that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're gonna hate me. Okay. First up, we have Seth Rogen, Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, and Will Ferrell.
Seth Rogen.
Seth
I'm gonna
Rogen.
think about it.
Nah, I like Seth Rogen. I think he's funny. I like a lot of the movies he's in. He's kind of gone a little different lately, but I like OG comedy Seth Rogen. But you can't. He's not Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, Will
Adam
Ferrell.
Sandler, Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, and Will Ferrell are in like some of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I can't tell
Now,
you.
don't get me wrong. Knocked Up is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
The Interview is a classic.
The Interview is one
Those
of my favorite
Those are good movies,
movies,
but he's not on the level of those 3.
No, because I couldn't tell you.
Jim Carrey
I
always played-
couldn't throw out. I
Barton!
couldn't throw out a movie right now.
What? Noah said Will Ferrell and
You
Barton
could-
said
you
Jim
could-
Carrey.
You could say the same thing about Seth Rogen, though. He plays the same
He
character.
plays
He's
a
the fat
stoner.
guy.
Every single one.
You know what?
Yeah.
He played Donkey Kong, and he was awesome as Donkey Kong.
He sounded like Seth Rogen,
Yeah, I know.
though.
He did.
Yeah,
though.
it
He
really
was
was
still
weird.
playing
Yeah.
himself.
Imagine the Mario Kart game has Seth Rogen's laugh.
That was Seth Rogen with a Donkey Kong skin on. All right.
Donkey Kong. Okay, next up, guys. Fortnite, Apex, PUBG, and Warzone.
This is hilarious. You guys ready for this? You can acolyte all 4 of them. I don't play Warzone anymore. I can't tell you if I've ever played PUBG. Haven't played Apex in 4 years. And I would say, okay, maybe keep Fortnite.
I was
just
about to
for the
say, like,
occasional.
what? Accolade Fortnite?
For the occasional Fortnite, but the other 3 I could care less about. Warzone's out the door. It's heading out the door.
Jimmy, you played a lot of Apex.
I did play a lot of Apex. You're right.
lot
And
of
it was
Apex.
enjoyable, but it's been a long time, and I have no desire to jump back in.
I never found Apex enjoyable, so I never
Apex
got
was
into it.
good.
I've
Apex was
never
good.
played PUBG, so I don't care. I've played Warzone and Fortnite.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep those 2. I don't even need to
I guess
get
if I have
rid of
to
one. I'll get
acolyte
rid of 2.
one-
I don't care.
If I have to acolyte one, it's PUBG.
I'll
Yeah.
acolyte 2.
I mean, the thing is,
I don't
like,
care for
if you get
Apex
rid-
or PUBG.
You realize, like, PUBG, like, PlayerUnknown was, like, the founder. I mean, okay, it wasn't, like, the founder.
I know.
Like, he was the founder of a Battle Royale.
I think
But,
he
like,
was. I
that's
think he
just-
was a dick too.
I mean,
Think-
yeah, like, he
think
was
so.
the developer from, like,
I think he got a big head
Arma.
about all of it.
yeah, I mean, he developed Arma, PUBG, but let's be honest, like,
Yeah.
Hunger Games started with Minecraft, and yeah, that's what's up. I mean,
Bye,
Hunger
PUBG.
Games is literally just Battle
Bye
Royale.
PUBG. Bye PUBG.
Okay, next up we have, this is going to be a hot topic. PlayStation or Nintendo? You got your Kratos.
Okay,
got
I'm
your
gonna
Joel
cheat.
Miller.
I'm gonna write my own rules. I'm gonna acolyte old PlayStation and keep vintage legacy Nintendo, and then I'm gonna acolyte new Nintendo and keep newer PlayStation.
I'm gonna just make it easy. Goodbye, PlayStation. 2 of my favorite games of all time. Zelda and Pokemon are
Yeah.
Nintendo. It's easy.
Yeah. I've gone amiss awry from Nintendo. Like I'm stuck on the
Yeah,
vintage.
you gotta
nostalgia
play
stuff.
the games, Jimmy, to
I
enjoy
tried,
the games.
bro.
What
I
have you
bought
played?
a
What have you
Switch. I
Yeah.
bought a Switch and got Mario Odyssey and took it. We went to
You
Hawaii
didn't-
for a family vacation. I was all hyped. I was like, I'm gonna play this on 8 hours on the plane.
Did you
And I
play
started
Odyssey
playing
then?
it. I started playing it like 10 minutes later. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like the way that it feels. I don't like the Joy-Cons. I'm not
Plug
doing it.
It's a hybrid console. You could plug it into in the dock and then play it on your TV. You don't have to play it mobile all the time. Heck, I've got a Switch that stays docked all the time, and then I got one that I have handheld.
Yeah. But I was on a plane.
Jimmy.
He's got 2
Yeah, and
Switches.
guess what? You can't play a PlayStation on a damn plane, can you?
No.
Can you
Yeah.
connect your 2 Switches?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so it's like
You have to get adapters and add-ons.
no.
If you connect them
basically-
both, do you
just-
get 1440p out of it?
no. You just
you guys
connect the
remember-
account.
You guys remember old Game Boys where you had to get a link cable to like trade
Yep.
Pokemon
yes.
and stuff?
And each of you's
Dude.
running 8 batteries, and you got what, an hour playtime before they run out?
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Oh,
Those were great.
but those were the times.
Those were the days.
That was
Now,
my
do you remember-
childhood.
Remember PSP ad hoc?
no.
Like PSP Battleground, like, dude.
I have no idea what that is.
Battlefront,
Don't either.
you ad hoc on, dude. The chat knows.
I can take you way
Ad
back. I can
hocking
take you
and-
back.
He
I can
said
take you
the
back
chat
to,
knows.
I can take you back to the NES Game Genie.
There you go.
I remember that. Yeah.
The original hack.
Do you and yeah, that's older, but do you remember the Dreamcast controller had a thing where you put like
you
this
slide it down
little
in it.
case in it and you
Yeah.
could take it out and
Oh yeah, Dreamcast was ahead of its time. It was.
Truly was, dude.
Okay. Next up, Iron Fist show. Luke Cage, The Punisher, and Jessica Jones.
I'm about to get it. I haven't watched Iron Fist. I haven't watched Luke Cage, and I haven't watched Jessica Jones.
Iron Fist season 1,
Dude.
not so good. Season 2, they improved heavily because they were rushing to get the season 1 out for the Defenders movie.
True, Barton.
But
well, Punisher's not going anywhere. Jessica Jones isn't going anywhere. You should watch Jessica Jones. I really like Jessica Jones. But
season 1, Jessica Jones, really good. Luke Cage season 1.
If I had to get rid of what?
Luke Cage season 1, also really good.
That's why I'm like,
it's tough. Yeah.
I think I go with
Iron Fist because he sucks in Marvel Rivals.
Honestly, that's kind of what I'm.
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
doing?
like I said,
this is your way to get at him.
Iron Fist season 1, not the greatest. They really redeemed themselves with season 2. Like the choreography definitely better, but I agree. Iron Fist is just
no. I think Iron Fist goes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going.
All right, it is time for hot take.
Here we go, guys. Hot take time. And this isn't a hot take for Jimmy right here. The Nintendo Switch 2 is going to flop. They took too long to release it.
It's not going to flop because there are people like Wes that if they show him some new colors and like I said, they add some aesthetics to it and they make it a little bigger.
Yeah, and I'll be there day one.
He's gonna go buy it. So it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit.
He said if they show him new colors.
If they show him a new color.
Give me more pixels,
like jiggling keys at a baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wes eats this shiny stuff up. Wes eats this stuff. Anything to do with the Nintendo Switch and Legend of Zelda, like Breath of the Wild style
that's
stuff.
How I am. Dude, the Legend of Zelda is like one of the greatest games.
And apparently Power World too. Right?
I've been playing crap out of Power World.
But Pokemon needs to come out with a MMO. It would just break everything. It would just
give me
shatter.
Guns.
No, it's flop.
I don't want the guns. I hate the fact in Power World that when you watch one of them die, they just lay there and they're just dead and there's just a corpse there and you can move the corpse.
It's flop proof, Atlas, for sure. Nintendo Switch 2 will not flop.
Yep.
No,
apparently they're anticipating 20 million units sold first year.
Okay. Cool.
Next up, hot take. Captain America Brave New World is going to flop.
That's not a hot take. That's a slight possibility.
It is a possibility, but I don't think it's going to.
No, I don't think. I think, like you said, it's going to be in that 6.5 to 8.5. We hope for 8.5.
Right. Yeah, we're hoping it's an 8.5 movie. I mean, hell, we're hoping it's a 10 out of 10, right? But just based on everything we know about what's went down with it, the reshoots, like completely rewriting the scripts, they're doing reshoots right now again. I hope I think it has the potential to be a great movie, not like a super fantastic, amazing great movie, but a great movie. So yeah, it's like you said. I think it's not gonna flop. I think it'll make money. I think the general opinion about it is going to be that it was a good movie. Yeah. Hopefully that can change too. It was a great movie, but we'll see.
Noah and John said it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good movie. I do. Yeah. I really do. And if some of the changes they made are really good, then it could be a great movie. We'll see.
Yep.
Like Jimmy said, I'm already giving it between like a 6.5 to 8.5. I hope I can give it a 10 or a 9, but we'll see. It's not 10 because that's like you save those for like your end games and Doomsdays and stuff. Yeah. Well, hopefully Doomsday, but we'll see.
Yeah. Next up, hot take. Daredevil Born Again will not be better than the original Netflix series.
I disagree. I think it's going to be better.
I think it's going to be better because I think it's in better hands now with still Charlie Cox and D'Onofrio being very heavily involved with it. Like they were really involved with it. So I think you have like the good like core from the Daredevil Netflix series, but now you're bringing it into like kind of like it's the big guns now. It's Kevin Feige, it's the MCU, but you're keeping the core and it's still gritty. Yeah, and it's gonna be TV mature and everything, and now it connects to the MCU, which adds a whole nother element to it. Like I think it's gonna be better.
Don't disagree with you, Atlas.
Okay, next up. Transformers movies walked so the Marvel Cinematic Universe could run. And this is a two-parter.
I would say X-Men movies walked so the MCU could run.
Okay, interesting.
I have zero association with the Transformers movies to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, what? I don't even understand how we're comparing them. So I completely disagree with that. I agree more with Jimmy with the X-Men films.
I'm talking about the old X-Men films, Noah. The old X-Men films. They established that was a cinematic.
We're talking about like the first X-Men, X2,
first
X3,
yeah.
way, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Have you guys seen the ships? Here, let me show you some. I saw this recently.
I actually agree with you there, Toasted. Christopher Reeve impacted comic book movies a lot, totally.
Which one do you think released first?
Well, I know the Transformers came out before the Avengers movies came out. But that doesn't matter.
Are we gonna yell at?
But you could argue Transformers stole that from a Marvel comic.
Are we gonna yell at Feige for stealing Michael Bay's stuff like we did Cameron? You haters.
Fair. Okay.
I love all the Michael Bay memes, the directed by, you know, and the Linkin Park. What? I see so many Joe Biden memes where it's like you show up, or it's like you can't, when your buddy says you can't end on a loss, and it's just Joe Biden smiling, and he just cuts to the credits directed by Michael Bay. Those memes don't miss. Those
Howard
are
the Duck movie there were some weird parts in that, Toasted. We could talk about.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Next up.
Apparently, it's a Nintendo podcast.
It is a Nintendo podcast today. Okay, so hot take: Nintendo should move away from the cartoon graphics and go realism. We have something to react to.
They can't because they don't have.
They would lose. I think they would lose a lot of. What is this?
So this is.
Is this Zelda?
Somebody posted this.
This is Zelda.
Yes, this is Zelda.
That's being run on a 12-day-old fermented potato.
So somebody posted this and they got roasted, and they're like, "This is what I want," or like. They're just like, look at the realism. This could be the future.
Okay.
Do you think that this should be the future for Nintendo? Would you rather it go?
I like that right there. I like that.
I like what I'm looking at. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah. What's wrong with this? Yeah.
Totally. I mean, sure. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with
what was the what was the Zelda after Majora's Mask? Was it Wind Waker?
Yeah. So yep.
I was very disappointed that they went backwards with the graphics.
Yeah.
They went cartoonish. No, don't get me wrong. I like the Wind Waker. I actually think it's a really fun game. But I was so looking forward to like a better graphic game. And then that came out and I was so sad. But I think what I just saw.
Sorry.
Well, I only like when I was a kid, I literally lived off of Zelda and Pokemon, and then I got into Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, right?
I just need Nintendo Switch 2 to know its place. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, like here's this right here. Like this is there's currently a debate right now on Nintendo Twitter on realism versus like art direction.
That's all up to your preference. Like that's like an artistic style right there, but there's nothing wrong with what you just showed either.
See, I like that better. Yeah, see, like I don't like too cartoonish.
Yeah. Like I think that
this is kind of that hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind the hybrid, but I don't like too cartoonish.
Yeah, versus like I said, like
Prince,
right here.
Prince. The last 2 podcasts have been at Saturday at 5. We try to go on Fridays. It hasn't been working.
No, Friday at 5. Oh, did we do Saturday?
Oh yeah, we've done Saturday back to back.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So we're trying to do them Friday at 5. Our backup plan is Saturday at 5, but we're trying to hit 5 on whatever day. We'll get better at also putting them up on the channel way earlier, so you guys know they're coming.
So we should start saying like 6, because that's like Eastern Standard Time, or
6, 5,
or
Central.
3 Pacific Time, or whatever.
Because but that's the current debate.
Usually when
whatever about the realism versus art direction. Like
I would like
you guys
realism.
think everything. Okay, that's fair. Fair. Okay, one last hot take. It's gonna be a pretty interesting one. Captain America: Winter Soldier wasn't that good of a movie.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It's
Hold
one of
on,
the
let's
best
look at
MCU
this.
movies out there.
Let's look at this in retrospect.
I don't need to. I rewatched it recently.
Don't be so. Don't be
You
so
can't
quick.
retrospect me. I just watched it.
Don't be so
I
quick.
just watched it very recently.
You had a good.
But
guy.
go ahead, Jimmy. By all means.
You had a bad guy. The bad guy used to be a good guy. Now he's a bad guy, but he wants to be a good guy again. So the other good guy is trying to bring him back to being a good guy. Lots of shooting, fighting. It's a pretty good movie.
Hydra. You just forget all about
Winter
Hydra.
Soldier is a treasure. Was this the one? Was this the one with the elevator scene?
Are you asking me? This dude
Yes.
is asking me.
Where
which
Captain America
one.
was in the elevator scene?
Jimmy, you need to go rewatch The Winter Soldier. I
This
know
is the one.
isn't-
This is the one where he's in the elevator and he's
Yeah.
acting like he's
Yes,
he sees the
Jimmy.
sweat.
Y'all
on
want to
dude,
rethink
and
this?
he's like going, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, y'all want to rethink this?
I can't with Jimmy. I
No,
can't
it
with
was a
Jimmy.
really good movie.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get
Yeah, that
some
was bait.
reaction.
That was rage bait. We're
That was
rage
rage
baiting now.
We are rage baiting. When you see this one
I'm
go up
dying
on
a little
platform,
inside. I'm
this
I'm
one's-
dying.
I mean, we popped off with the Henry Cavill is not a good Superman post.
That one's so good because I'm right away. I'm like, shut your damn mouth.
Yeah, as soon as you click into the video, Warren's like, shut your damn mouth.
Dude, and can I just say that, like, the fact that I'm formatting all of these hot takes, like, I'm probably gonna be the most hated person on this podcast. I
Yeah.
watched your podcast and you said this. It's like, what? I need to start being
Yeah.
easier on
Yeah.
these.
No, you need to cook them up and be the bad guy. That's what you need
I'd be
to
like,
do, man.
disclaimer: this is not my real opinion. Hot take.
No. We're gonna
That's
rename
true.
this.
I
So
didn't realize that.
here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the editors take out hot and put in Wes's take.
Wes's
It's
take.
gonna be a new series that we have.
Oh shit.
We're just gonna start saying why Wes is wrong.
Yep. All right. Real quick.
hold
Quick
on.
Q&A. Quick Q&A. What is this?
We have to react to something first.
Okay, cool. Bully
see if I can do
McGuire
this.
bullies Thanos. That look.
The music.
Look at little Thanos Jr. Gonna cry? You should have gone for the head. You can't do that, huh?
You can't do that, huh? That's hilarious.
That is great.
I love how it was like, it was like, look at little, and then it was like Tobey Maguire's voice, but then it was
Dude, his facial
Benedict
expressions.
Cumberbatch's voice saying Thanos.
His facial expressions, you die laughing. That was great.
There was,
was great.
people talk crap about Spider-Man 3 all the time, but I mean, so much amazingness came from it.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, yeah.
All right, chat.
Yeah.
Real quick, Blitz Q&A. If you've got something, pop it in. We'll rapid fire answer. Prince Swafford, since I joined so late, I'm going to hop out and listen to it at work later. Warren, I love your content. Been watching your videos for your Jimmy. Love your takes on everything. Wes, you're a dog.
Yeah,
Love you.
thanks,
Love
man.
you too, buddy. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Hey, I
That
appreciate
was
it.
a good one, Noah. All right, I have a hot take. Secret Wars needs to be over 3 hours. Needs to have 2 parts to fully adapt the comics, especially if they're coming out. We actually talked about that.
I don't think that's a hot take at all. I think that's how it should be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
mean,
It gives
what
us
happened
more
to the part
excuses to
twos?
go too.
I feel like
Spider-X.
I feel like we moved away from like part 1, part 2. Like,
Spider-X,
recent
that's
years.
gonna have to go up to
I hope
corporate,
not.
and that's probably gonna get kicked back. Batman will probably be a tier 1 membership badge once we add memberships. So just want you to be prepared for that. It's all
No,
good.
that is
We'll
not
probably what
what's
we'll
going
probably
to
have
happen.
is the top tier. It'll probably be a Doom.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
emblem.
gosh. What if
Mhm.
the first badge is a picture of Wes's face for the official face reveal?
I mean,
You can, if you want to know what Wes looks like, you have
You
to
have to
become a tier
subscribe.
1
Hey, guys, let me ask you
tier
something
1.
real quick.
I'm worth
I wa-
way more than that.
I want to ask you guys
Sorry,
something really
tier
quick.
10.
Candidly, I have memberships on my channel. I have tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. It's like $4.99, $10.99, and I think a big one, $24.99 or $19.99 something.
Shush.
Warren, what do you have price wise?
I have $4.99 just
Okay,
one.
so he just has tier 1, $4.99. I have a buddy that has tier 1 at $1, and then he has tier 2 at $4.99, and I think a tier 3 at $9.99.
I used to have a 99 one.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Obviously, we're gonna try to bring value, and we're gonna do stuff with the members and have like videos for the members and member only live streams and chat sessions, stuff like that. But I'm just curious because there's two strategies there. His strategy is I'd rather get $300 people as opposed to get 50 or 75 $5 people. But I'm just curious.
Well, I'm gonna also put mine back at the dollar because
Are you?
You know, some people. Well, no. I'm gonna add one that's at $1 because if I do like members only chats or something like that, like some people legitimately have a lot of bills, can't afford $5 a month. You know,
understand.
But they want to be members and they want to do member only chat,
Right.
blah 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 blah. So like having $1 one, and for me, I'm like, this is just to support the channel. You can get badges, but like, and you can but really the only perk is like a members only chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a basic perk. Okay,
yeah.
just give us your opinion on it. I'm curious. Tropic Thunder RDJ icon. We wouldn't do a membership badge, but that would be a great custom emote.
Yeah,
that only members got.
But we switched it from RDJ Tropic Thunder to RDJ Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? Like
either the Marquis of Death and Beyond playing Iron Man, villain in Secret Wars. Do what?
A dude playing
Iron Man is got. Iron Man's got to be at least mid tier.
Yeah, below Batman.
Do we want to do something different? Do we want to do and just have fun with it and do $1, like one all the way to 10 and have 10 memberships? And so we can do all kinds of cool, like Marvel and Star Wars and DC badges. Like, hey, I'm going to be a $7 member because I want to get the Wanda, the Scarlet Witch membership badge, or I'm a $8 member because I want to get the Thanos badge. Do we do something like that?
It'd be really hard because it's completely subjective of what's better, right? Like you think, right? Just jokingly here, you think Iron Man should be the top tier. I think Batman should be the top tier.
I'm just
right?
giving you a hard time on that. We would probably
that's why I say
tiers.
jokingly, but it's a good example to use, right? Like, you think Batman or you think Iron Man should be higher. I think Batman should be higher.
Right.
That's how I think a lot of people would be. So it'd be like, well, I want this badge. I can afford $5, but this badge is at $7. You know what I'm saying?
But
it'd be really hard. Yeah.
But then again, if we're only going to do like 3 tiers, 4 tiers, I don't want it to just be Marvel. And there's so many out there. I want a Star Wars badge. I want to.
But can't you create multiple badges for one level?
No.
No.
It's one badge. It's one badge.
Can we?
How do we not have a Superman badge?
Can we go up increments of 10 cents?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Do we do a strategy where there's a lot of options under the $10 range so everybody can try to get the badge closest to their biggest fan of who they like, and we try to like come up with what
if we did like a community tier list? I gave the community 5 or 10 options, and then they vote on the tier list, and then every year we just rotate the badges based on the tier list.
That's not a bad idea, but what is, so say if we were going to do 3 tiers, $1, $5, and 10, then it's kind of like you could do anything in between 5 and 10 or 1 and 5 and just be like, we're making all of these. We really only have 3 tiers. The other tiers are simply for you to get badges.
Yeah.
So if it's like, if it's in between $5 and
$1, $2, $3, $4. Yeah, $5.01, $5.02, $5.03.
People are like, who cares?
Why not?
Actually, John's got a good point. The base tier should probably be the Multiverse logo badge.
Well, sure. Well,
but okay, off the top of your head, real quick, 5 badges you want. I have to have Iron Man. You have to have Batman. We probably have to have at least maybe a Vader or an Anakin in there. Superman would be kind of dumb not to have, but then you get into other stuff that would be super, super fun. I mean, a Doom badge at the top, like Platinum Doom, would be cool. There's so many.
We can have emotes. We can also make
a
Harry
Potter badge, bro.
Yeah.
A Deadpool badge, man.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Well, I think what has to happen, just because of the way it's set up, is we'll just have to make a lot of these into emotes that come with the tiers. That's another way to do it,
that's
right?
right.
So it's like, hey, at this tier you get you know,
these emotes.
these characters. At this
But I
tier, you
still
get
don't
the
think
other
we
characters.
can just do 3 levels. What are we doing? A multiverse badge of Batman and Iron Man?
Well, so at the top level, then you'd have to give them all of the emotes, right?
get
You
all
know
the
what I mean? It'd
emotes?
have to be, if we made 20 emotes, then the top tier
A
gets all of
Wolverine
them.
badge? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, these are our problems, guys. Help us solve them. All right.
First world problems for sure.
Look at
But
my
problems.
influence. Good job, Spider. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I think we average about 25,
Yes,
30
thank
viewers
you.
concurrent, and that's good. We love the fact that this is not a dead chat, and it's that way all the way
Very
through the
much.
show. To the people that showed up late saying, hey, when is it? Just the fact that you guys are trying to tailor your schedule to catch us is super, super
Thank
humbling.
you very much. Super
Yeah, we
appreciate it.
appreciate that. And that's it. That's all we got. I'm going to go eat dinner. We
Thanks
gotta
for
figure
hanging
out
out
the
with us
badges.
tonight.
We do need
Sharing
to
our
figure out the
Saturday
badges.
night.
I don't know. Ashley's cooking upstairs right now.
Over the badges. Yeah,
We'll
can do
figure
that.
out the badges.
We do need to figure out. It's time. I mean, it's time to figure it out. It's definitely time to figure it
Yeah.
out and get going.
Agreed.
Because then you have people. It's also a loyalty thing. So like on my badges go up. Wait a second. No,
Jimmy had
that
an
is
epiphany.
wrong. I am wrong, guys. My badges are due off of tenure, not tiers. Tiers are where you
That's
unlock.
true. Yeah, that's true.
We're totally on the
so
wrong
longer
page here.
Yeah.
Badges are based off tenures. So we could do like 10 badges.
How long you're subbed.
So what we do is
Yeah.
we do
Oh, we
Batman
could.
tier
No,
one,
we
so
really
that's
could.
the only
Yeah.
one that people get
Yeah.
for like 2 years.
What is it?
A Batman for
Batman.
tier 1, and that's the only one they get for like a year. You gotta be
I
here
think
for 2 years to get Superman.
I'm definitely right though. It's based on time. So like I have a C, orange
it
C,
is,
and then when
it
you're
is.
a 2-month member, it goes to a blue C, and then when you get to a
Right,
year, there's
exactly.
a badge behind it. Yeah.
So it's pretty much emotes that we're talking about then at this point.
The badges is
Yeah.
tenure. It's the longer you stay a member,
Your
badges
so like
change
after a
as you go
year,
throughout it.
you jump up to
you upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah,
and
mine
then
are
for,
different.
Like,
Mine are different colors. They go from like silver to platinum.
Stream is gonna end soon.
tiers
we
will
gotta
do
go.
like tiers will do Avengers, Justice League, and then Harry Potter for the very last tier. It's $100. Only one person will, and it'll be just me.
It's $100 just for Wes to,
Just for me.
Hey, if you want to do that and you're going to spend the 100 and we get to divvy it up among the team, we're down for it, buddy. You do what you got to do.
Heck yeah,
Ultimate
dude.
Doom. All right, guys, that's it. We're out. Appreciate everybody.
Peace.
This will go up on the audio platforms tomorrow, and it will be published. We'll publish it tomorrow on the channel too at a good time.